So what just happened, as you know, this being witness was fully impeached. He admitted that he lied. That was the Perry Mason moment. I hope you caught it. I don't know if you did. A lot of times the press doesn't like to report what happened, but the credibility of the press is very important. So he just admitted that he lied. That was a big one. Any other questions? Yes.
Mr. Trump, Michael Cohen is a liar. That was clear today. The question is, if he was lying in the past in service to you, while he was loyal to you, doesn't that undercut your defense and actually bolster?
Well, he wasn't working for me at the time that he lied. You know, when he was doing that testimony, that was before Congress, a very heavily sworn testimony. He was not even working for me. That he had already lied. So he lied, and he admitted that he lied. I'm not sure he really had a choice but to admit it because we caught him, but he's been totally impeached, as he was in theory before he even made that statement. But that was very much a Perry Mason moment.
Yes, Mr. Trump, why are you have you been monitoring your other cases, and what do you make about the idea that so many people who are loyal to you have since turned states with us?
Somebody what?
Sidney Powell, Ken Chesebro, and others that are now turning into witnesses.
Well, they're offered a deal, and they're taking deals, but from what I understand, they're saying nothing bad about me at all, but they're taking deals. A lot of people, they've been under investigation for years on this, and they don't go after the people that rigged the election and stole the election. They go after people that have been trying to find out who rigged it and who stole it. And a lot of people know that answer. And if you look at the polls on the public believes very strongly that the election was rigged and stolen. But when somebody's gone after for years, any one of a number of people, for years and years and years, and they eventually say, look, let's try and make a deal and get out of this because it's ruined their lives. And yet the people that rigged it, nothing happens to them. It's very sad, very bad for our country.
Who rigged it? Who rigged it? Who rigged it?
Perry Mason moment. The witness, as you saw, Michael Cohen, you all saw it. He said Trump did nothing wrong. He said Trump did not ask him to do anything having to do with valuations. And he was caught lying like nobody's ever lied. It was better than a Perry Mason moment. And that should be the end of the case. That should, in any other case, any other judge, this would be the end of the case. We're being railroaded here. The city and state are railroaded. Businesses are leaving because of this. But their only witness, their chief witness, their only witness, just admitted, number one, he lied. And he admitted he lied. He said he lied numerous times. And then he said, as per the best television show that you'll ever imagine, he said, I did not ask him to manipulate figures. That should be the end of the case. If we had a jury, this case would have never started practically. Also, it's a statute that's never used. It was only used for Trump. This is a very unfair thing, and other businesses are watching it, and if they move to New York, they're crazy. As far as the speaker is concerned, he is a fantastic gentleman, and I think he's going to do a great job. Mike Johnson, Louisiana, is going to do a great job. Thank you, everybody.
Michael, you got beat up pretty good at the end of this.
Hang on one second. Thank you, everyone. Let me be very clear about something. When I lied to Judge Pauly, something that defense counsel thought was going to be the gotcha moment, I did it because, you may recall, I was given 3 days. In fact, it was actually 2. It was 48 hours from a Friday evening at 5:30 to a Monday morning in order to plead guilty or face an 80-page indictment that would include my wife. First time ever hearing from anybody. And I ask everybody to please take a look at the Petrillo sentencing memo, which we put out. Something also defense counsel did not want admitted. Why? Because very much like the GOP, when I testified before the House Oversight Committee live, as well as the other 6 different congressional committees, the only thing they know how to do is to attack. Attack, attack, attack. That's the Trump way. Denigrate, deflect, and attack. And you know what? As Danya said, and my friend Jeff Levine, we didn't take it. We didn't just walk away. We're continuing to fight every single act that Mr. Trump tries to throw at me, from the $500 million lawsuit to now a new issue where they want to depose me. So I want to thank each and every one of you. I do once again ask something that was completely ignored, and that was the Petrillo sentencing memo. Everybody wanted to see the government's mean book. It's like out of Mean Girls. That's all that it was. It was another denigration against me. Didn't work for them today. You may have seen Mr. Trump storm out. He stormed out because they wanted to make a motion. They wanted to make a motion to dismiss the case, to which the judge responded, yeah, absolutely not. You know why? Because he will ultimately be held accountable. And as I said the other day, that's what this is all about. It's accountability.
Michael, how did it feel being in the same courtroom as him?
Absolutely no problem for me. No problem at all.
Looking at him in the eye and...
Absolutely.
Did you look each other in the eye?
Oh, we did, yes.
When?
Oh, several times. Yes, several times.
What was it like seeing him on the stand?
Seeing who on the stand?
Donald Trump.
He wasn't on the stand. I was on the stand.
He was when you were in the room.
I wasn't there.
When you looked
Go
him in
ahead.
the eye, Michael, what did you see?
I saw a defeated man. I saw somebody that knows that it's the end of the Trump organization, already found guilty of fraud. The license will ultimately be taken, and now this entire case is merely about how much. This is merely about how much disgorgement the Attorney General will be seeking.
Mr. Cohen,
Okay.
were you intimidated by Donald Trump? Were you intimidated? Because that's why we believe that he came out to intimidate you. And were you intimidated?
He's got the wrong guy to intimidate. As you've seen, I haven't stopped since I don't know how many years now, and I won't until, as I said, accountability is had.
Why do you think my name is Jeffrey.
Good evening, everyone. This has been a 4-year investigation, and there is mountains of evidence which basically corroborate the testimony of a number of witnesses. It's also important to know that Michael Cohen is not the main witness. His evidence has been corroborated by the mountains of evidence, enough evidence to fill the courtroom. And so I look forward again to this trial continuing, and I always look forward to justice. Thank you very much. And let me also remind you that the judge has already made a decision with respect to the summary judgment. There is sufficient evidence to prove that, in fact, Mr. Trump, the Trump organization, and the other defendants committed widespread fraud.
Even though he's not the main witness, are you satisfied with those?
Sounds like it was a bad testimony.